hustling, 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 hustling. Great morning, world. I know some people ask me what the name of that song is that I play, but it's just this, it's kind of like the Dragon theme song, the Rise Up with Dragon theme song, but it's called Every Day I'm Hustling, and it's by Vladss, right? VLADSS, Vlads, maybe. Anyway, great morning, everyone. Feeling very, very blessed this morning. Very fortunate and optimistic, just amazing. It's just amazing how just every morning you wake up and we have this thing where we're just wondering what else has been canceled, what else we can't do. And every time you come across that door or that window that has the post up that says, this is closed now, this is closed now, can't eat in a restaurant, all that stuff. Your first reaction is one of like, oh man. But then the second thing is it just keeps turning us around to the source, to the basic principles that we have just taken for granted. So that's why I feel so fortunate. And my Rise Up today is an interesting one because it talks a little bit about that concept of, as always, I think it's really important for us to really focus on what matters most right now. And that's another reason why I feel fortunate is I just feel like this is an opportunity for us to really, really look at things that need to be looked at. So great morning, everyone. I say great morning because, the idea of just like setting up our day and looking at it as I feel like when we say good morning, it's kind of like an automated response, right? Because we always say good morning, be like, is it a good morning? But when you take that extra step and you say great morning, it means that you're putting a little bit more effort into it. Remember, the difference between try and triumph is a little oomph. So I'm going to put a little oomph into this morning as I'm with you this morning. So anyway, today's Rise Up, I'll be with you about 10 minutes, maybe less, maybe a little bit more, is called Protect Your Investment. And I woke up this morning and I'm working out, now in the Rocky gym, right? I don't have all the fancy stuff now because apparently, they don't want us all exercising together, which is just so funny. It's so funny how they're now saying like, hey, get out of the healthy environment, stay home. Anyway, I call this Protect Your Investment. So come with me just for a little bit and enjoy some a nice focus for the day, focusing on the things that matter, focusing on the things we control versus not control, and winning this day opportunistically. So I call this Protect Your Investment. So it starts off, we didn't come this far to come this far. And I challenge everyone to look at all the things that you've accomplished in life and learned and trained for and determine how they're helping you now. So stop on that for a second. Think about everything, because I think that a lot of people think that everything that they have done up until this point have been for something else. But when adversity strikes, you realize maybe you've built up this tool belt for something else. So think about all the things that you've accomplished or trained up until this now, and are they helping you now? So you've invested a lot of years into you, and your future. And the perception now may be one of a victim of circumstance, right? Every time you come up to that door and it says you can't come in. What's up, Dave? Hey, by the way, Dave, I love that video you sent. I actually took a couple of things from it. You'll see. Dave's great. I love people that wake up in the morning and see the value of creating a positive mindset. Their blood type is B positive. I put up a post this morning and I said, you know what else is contagious? Is positivity. So thank you for that, Dave. And Dave gave the strong arm emoji, which is a very positive emoji move. So you've invested lots of years into you and your future, and the perception is that you might be a victim of circumstance and feel helpless and defeated. But Today, in the spirit of the Rise Up, I'm going to offer you the opportunity to take a different perspective. You see, if we take a different perspective on things, the things that we perceive change, right? If you change the way you look at things, things will look at change. So this is my contention. All that you have learned and been through have brought you to where you are today. Malcolm X, this is what I got from Dave's video. It's just a reference. Malcolm X said, "The future belongs to those that prepare for it today." So forget about today for a second and just realize that you've been preparing for today, right? And you might not think that you have been preparing for today, but I'm going to contend that you have, because you've been going through life and you've been learning. So I contend that we're prepared for today, and I'm excited for us to win and grow together. So you thought these achievements and skills that you've worked on and picked up over the years, right? 48 for me, were for things like career advancement, right? I think that's a very, very ignorant and naive thing to think that everything that you've been working for is for career advancement. And the reason why I say it's naive and potentially ignorant is because that's not what you will care about in the last 10 minutes of life. You'll care if you made your time count and if you mattered, right? So you might have thought that all these things that you've been learning and doing have been for career advancement, but I challenge you to think outside the box. That's why I'm wearing my parents used to call this the idiot box, by the way. Right? That's why we weren't encouraged to watch a lot of TV growing up, because we didn't want to be idiots. But in any case, think outside the box now and look at both of some of the survival skills that you've picked up, but also look at some of the thrivival skills. That's a dragon word. I made that up. Thrivival skills as well. So I believe this universe is playing a strategic game with us right now, as it does, and testing us these days and looking to see if we can pivot. Come with me for a second. The universe is testing us to see if we can pivot and get creative and roll with the times. A lot of people that I'm speaking to are doing different things right now. They're taking care of like the immediate insanity, especially small business owners and things like that. That's also what Trent Shelton says in his podcast. That's right. Scott told me about this amazing podcast. I think it was called Straight Up with Trent Shelton. I'm going to tap into that. I've downloaded it yesterday. So think about it. The universe is testing us to see if we can pivot and roll with the times. Why does the universe do this? Right? There's a reason. And I'll tell you why the reason the universe tests us with this adversity is because the level up and the win it has for us on the other side is so good. Right? What's on the other side of this adversity that we're all feeling victim to right now, it's so incredibly good that only those who are willing to stand up and fight get in the door. We all get the opportunity. See, we all have an opportunity right now to overcome this adversity and win and level up. And just like the kid with the video game, he gets to the end and there's adversity. There's a challenge, a big monster that has like a lightning whip or something like that. And the kids, they just keep trying. They just keep hammering at it, and they win. And it's so good. They get some sort of magic mushroom that comes out, and they get some elixir potion, and they get to the next level. That's what's happening right now. So we all get the opportunity, but only those that fight get on the list. So take note of that. You have an opportunity in front of you. So if you think outside the box, you may see that what's happening these days it's an opportunity, as I said, and you've been training for this moment for years. Think about that. Maybe you've been getting ready for this moment, right? It's important to know that. So just like in the movies, I love this. You know what I love about movies is when somebody gets stuck with adversity and they overcome it. So just like in the movies, when the unanticipated adversity comes and the lead role character defines his or her whole life by the way that they handle and pivot around that. I mean, that's what you love about movies. What you love about movies is the comeback, the story of like how someone just gets screwed or goes through some trauma or tragedy and then wins. Why do you like that so much? Because that's what you want for yourself, right? And you have that opportunity. So guess what? You're now that character. You're the character in a movie, right? This is a movie and you are the lead role, perhaps, and it's game time, and you've invested a lot of your life into yourself, and now you're realizing the true measure of success and true measure of health. Follow this. The true measure of success and the true measure of health is not found in the doctor's office, and it's not found in your bank account. That's not where you find the true measure of success. The true measure of physical, mental, and financial success is found and measured in how we handle change and adversity. Remember what I always say, we cannot change what's happening, we can change how we respond to it. So the true measure of success and health is how we handle adversity. That's why one of my affirmations is that I handle all adversity with grace, right? So see, this is an opportunity, like in the video game, to level up, to rise up and win. And you're your most valuable and greatest asset and investment. Stop for a second. Do you realize, that's right, Liz says game on. I love that. That's a great thing to say in the morning. Guys, do you realize that every single morning, I made a commitment 5-6 years ago. This is not about me, this is about an offer to you. Every single morning, not only do I read positive things, but I write these things, these creative thoughts in my head, starting to believe that they're true. Right? Anyway, so you are your most valuable and greatest asset and investment, and you're simply learning that your true purpose may be on the other side of a challenge that you now have set in front of you, right? That's why you look at this as an opportunity. This is how you can get up and get excited. So protect your investment. This is what I want you to realize you're in control of. You are in control of the protection of your investment these days. You know what you can do? You can fuel your body. While all these crazy things are going on, I have a fueling right here. Perfect nutritional footprint. I take a bite. I have coffee. All of my clients are running with me. You see, we're not just going to survive. We're going to thrive. We're fueling our body. I'm still exercising. I put up a post about Martin Luther King, on my Facebook. If you can't walk, then run. If you can't run, then crawl, all of that stuff. But we never stop moving forward. So big shout out to everybody that's running with us, getting all their fuelings delivered right to their house. Everybody else is crazy and is looking at this crazy time as an opportunity to come out healthier. So protect your investment, fuel your body, fuel your mind, and unlock and become wide open right now. You can't be closed right now. Come wide open to the new potentials and possibilities within this creative realm. So that's right. Turn your mind. Your mind has an amazing creative ability to think outside the box. Usually we keep it in a box. And your mind, in fact, hates that box. The mind is a creative engine, and it hates to be closed in a box. So you're your greatest achievement, right? You are your greatest achievement, and it's game time. So who's up for the challenge? This is my challenge to you. Who's up for the challenge? Remember, somebody just like you, here's the way life works. Somebody just like you in the same exact circumstance with the same skills and the same potential is doing the work, right? Somebody's not just listening and enjoying this little dragon jacuzzi right now. Somebody's listening to this and somebody's doing something with it, just like you, right? It might be you. Somebody else might be sucking their thumb. But somebody is doing the work and going after the prize and seeing these times as an opportunity. So it's really about how you see things. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So we are so blessed. I know that some people are going to want to punch me in the face for saying this, but we are so blessed to have this opportunity to be part of history. Do you realize right now, because none of us are getting out of here alive. We have an opportunity right now to be part of history where we all collectively, because we're better together, we all collectively faced these crazy challenges. People will read about them. I don't know if they'll read them in books. They might get like a chip loaded into their brain and that's how they'll learn about it in the future. Who knows? Very exciting. But people are gonna learn about this stuff and they're gonna see how once again, us as humans showed that how we persevere and as a human race and win. So who wants to be part of history? Who wants to today look at this day as an opportunity? Who wants to be part of history and part of the story about how we won, right? Do you understand how important it is for us? I mean, look, I'm sure a lot of people are going to fall down and quit and stuff, but that's part of it too. We need balance, right? There always got to be yin and yang and positive and negative. So for everybody that's going to just quit, listen, you're part of it too, right? We need that because the only way you can ever experience and see and value the light is if they're still dark. So we thank you for those of you that are going to quit, but those of you that see what I'm talking about and have that opportunity and are opportunistic right now, you're going to be part of the reason why we won. So what I say to you is if you need a friend or help, right? Chicken and I, we're looking at that. We are excited about this opportunity. I don't know how many people see that Chicken is going to go through this cognitive behavioral therapy thing. So she's taken a bunch of women and helping them empower and come out of the dark, who experience things like depression and anxiety and stuff like that. So get over to Chicken's Facebook page, run with her. It's time for us to come together. So we're health coaches. Well, there's about 40,000 of us out there. I'm sure somebody has reached out and offered you help, which includes food, right? So maybe now's the time to say yes, right? And now's the time to really, really focus on the things that you can control and protect your investments. So it's time to say yes. Love and appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.